I think the fundamental thing is that from day one, as a student actor, you have a direct responsibility for public performance. And that's the fundamental thing. Every term there is one or possibly two productions, and as a student you will be involved in one or both of these. So regardless of where you are in your development as a performer, you will have a responsibility. You will be cast according to your skill level, and you will have that responsibility.
I loved my time at Cygnet. I felt incredibly lucky to be there, not only because of the training was excellent, but the opportunity to play wonderful roles. I was thrilled when I saw Ian McKellen saying that he would recommend Cygnet because of the opportunities it gives young actors to learn on the job. You're guided by the director. You're honing your craft in the morning with lessons in small groups, and then in the afternoon you're rehearsing a show which is going to be put on in front of a paying audience at the end of term. And it's a great way to learn. The small-scale touring aspect, loading the van, taking the set down, etc. That really paid off for me. My first job where I got my equity card back in the day was with Eastern Angles, so I could bring that experience to that. I've had a really varied career thanks to Cygnet. 20 years at the National Theatre on and off, a couple of Harry Potter films, Elizabeth the Golden Age with Kate Blanchett. I filmed The Crown last year, Wolf Hall, Silk, EastEnders, Holby, lots of theatre, West End, Rep. I've been very lucky, and the training has always stayed with me. I like the simplicity and the integrity and the sense of ensemble, being in a company and being well looked after by the people at the top who will really nurture you and keep you safe and supported. There's a real generosity of spirit there.
It's been a great pleasure to be involved with this really special little theatre. It is reminiscent of my first days as an actor when there were training theatres and repertory theatres all over, and lots of community theatre that was funded by the government. Times have changed, there are fewer of those now, and this is a little beacon that continues to be very much part of its community and serve its community. It presents some challenging and diverse shows. It gives students an extraordinary experience, hands-on experience of working in front of an audience from very early on. Because of the small nature of the school, we're able to devise the training to tailor the needs of those students that are there, and able to respond to a variety of needs very quickly. And we're able to create a very cohesive group of young people and arm them for the many challenges of working in this environment as the years go on.
It's over 40 years ago that Monica Shallis and Mary Evans came to see me in my office at the Northcote to tell me they were going to found an organisation called Cygnet. Many changes have occurred in the theatre and theatre training since then. But it seems to me, and I've had a lot of experience in this, teaching in university, theatre departments, in drama schools, running drama schools, that Cygnet has always kept a very high standard. Monica is long gone from us, but her principles that run the school still stand. And I think the training that is provided by Cygnet compares with any training anywhere.
If you train at Cygnet, you're really a part of a family almost. It's that family atmosphere. The front of house people who volunteer, the teachers you'll work with, your classmates. As I say, I was so lucky personally. A lot of the people I train with were great actors, and you really want to work with them professionally as well as training with them. The skills you're learning in your training, your training itself will hold up against anybody after you graduate. It really produces actors, I think, and really encourages telling stories, but also things like open air tours. You don't get that at other drama schools, and yet, it's a massive thing once you graduate. That's a massive job opportunity field really for you. Open air work, Shakespeare work, it's some of the best work you'll do. So Cygnet really sets you up for how you're going to progress through your career, and it really cares about how you do, and I don't think you'll find that in many drama schools.
Cygnet's a small school. We make no bones about that, and we believe that through our smallness we can give much more individual attention to our students. The training can become much more intimate and therefore deeper and more challenging.
I think Cygnet's got this fantastic offer because I don't think there's another school which works as a company. So it combines the best of a conservatoire training with the best of a rep training, so that you get the chance to work your way up in the order of the company, from spear carrying to leading parts, and to know what goes on behind the scenes of a working theatre, so working on lights and technical side of it, set painting, prop making, costume making, and so you get the whole experience.
We look for team players. We look for people who are willing to commit to the ensemble. The sort of person who will throw themselves in, who is adaptable, who will put their hand to anything. Obviously, there's got to be the talent. There's got to be the talent there. It might be raw, but if there is some talent there, we will mine it, excavate it. But we're looking for somebody who's got a positive attitude to work, who's here to work, to learn, and to contribute.
As well as guidance in starting your career, and of course as time's gone on and TV and film have become more important, we offer those as well. Intensive courses in TV and film, in radio work, and also in stage combat, which is not something that is offered with every acting course. But because we're working as a company, we're working with small enough numbers to make it pretty well individual attention. So any particular interests that our students have got, we can follow those up and encourage them, and that's wonderful.